Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news postcard on TayNinhTV with some last events in our private as well as nationwide. And here are our stories today. Ladies and gentlemen, during the transitional season from the end of the dry season to the beginning of the rainy season, the risk of environmental incidents such as wastewater overflow and the release of toxic waste increases. Facing with this reality, TayNinhTV has been implementing many solutions to proactively prevent, protect the environment, and ensure the safety for production and business activities. According to the Provincial Department of Agriculture and Environment, infrastructure companies of industrial parks, both economic zones and production and business establishments in the province have been requested to urgently implement measures to prevent environmental incidents. The key contents include the thorough cleaning of production sites, raw material storage areas, server system, and drainage ditches to prevent the odors and waste being washed away, causing pollution during the heavy rains. And along with that, facilities need to review and approach the wastewater treatment systems to ensure a stable operation, arrange the safe area for storing chemicals and hazardous waste and a safe environmental treatment items before the rainy season to ensure the compliance with the standards. Periodic environmental monitoring and achieving of results and records of wastewater gas are also emphasized to serve the inspections and audits when necessary. In addition, units must develop and implement plans to prevent and respond to environmental incidents according to regulation, clearly identify potential risks and proactively arrange resources and appropriate response equipment. And also in the first 4 months of 2025, the industrial production index in the province increased by more than 15%, in which many industry groups has high-growth indexes such as mining industry, processing, and manufacturing industry.
Specifically, in the first 4 months of this year, the mining industry group had a production index increase of more than 10.6%. The processing and manufacturing industry group increased by nearly 16%. To promote industrial production, the province functional branches have been promoting administrative reforms, creating favorable conditions for businesses such as reviewing, proposing amendments and supplements to legal regulations that still cause difficulties, congestion, and hinder investment, production, and business activities. At the same time, promote support for enterprises to increase the application of advanced technical solutions, optimize technological indicators, and build advanced consumption standards according to reasonable models to reduce production costs at a reasonable level and ensure production and business efficiency. Focus on implementing activities to connect supply and demand, search for domestic and foreign markets, especially export markets.
And the retail sales of goods and consumer services in the province in April continued to record a slight increase compared to the previous month, reaching an increase of nearly 0.6%. The main reason was the standard of Hong Kong's commemorating days and April 30th made the first holidays, considered the second longest holidays of the year after the 30th. At the supermarket system, stores and traditional markets, the amount of goods to serve the consumer demand during the holidays has been significantly increased also. Along with that, many promotional and discount programs have also been implemented to stimulate shopping. The total retail sales of goods in the province in April has estimated at more than 8,660 billion Vietnam dong. And in the first 4 months of 2025, the total retail sales of goods in the province are estimated at more than 34,500 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of over 12% over the same period last year. On the occasion of April 30th and May the 1st holiday this year, the visitors to TayNinh can easily choose the tours connecting to visit prominent tourist destinations such as agricultural product experience tourism, resource tourism, tours associated with the historical cultural relics.
During this year holiday, visitors to TayNinh can visit 4 key tourist destinations including Ba Mountain Historical Relic and Scenic Area, TayNinh Cao Dai Holy See, Yêu Tiếng Lake, and the Special National Historical Relic Site of the Central Office for the South Vietnam. In addition, TayNinh also aims to develop connecting tourist destinations imbued with local cultural historical identity, aiming to build unique and sustainable tourism routes according to the Green TayNinh model. Especially on this occasion, the locality also organized many rich cultural and artistic activities. Especially on this occasion, the locality also organized many rich cultural and artistic activities such as photo exhibitions, space for displaying local artifacts and products, regional specialty fairs, etc.
And on April 30th this year, commemorating the 5th anniversary of the liberation of the South and the National Reunification Day on this occasion, many prisoners at the KK prison who have had a good rehabilitation process strictly followed the regulations of the detention facility, repented, overcame the consequences, have been granted amnesty by the state president. They are given the opportunity to return to the community and to start their lives over again thanks to the human and lenient amnesty policy of the party in the state. And this amnesty period at KK prison has 89 prisoners who have eligible for early release from prison. And there are those who have made good efforts to reform, clearly showing their repentance and determination to reintegrate into the community. The amnesty policy demonstrates the human and lenient policy of the party in the state towards those who have made mistakes and repented. Each amnesty decision is not only an opportunity to start new life, but also a message of trust, a strong source of encouragement to give them more strength to continue on the path of rehabilitation. During the sentence, the officers and the board of supervisors have created the best conditions for them to feel secure in their minds as well as receive occasional training to reintegrate into the community later. And very happy this is a very lenient policy of the party in the state for prisoners who have made mistakes like me. When we came to KK prison, we were taught jobs such as weaving chairs, sewing bones, and making eyelashes and welding. And when I am reunited with my family, I will apply the job I learned here to support my life, to take care of myself and my family and the society, so as not to violate the law anymore. The amnesty review is carried out strictly in accordance with the legal procedures. The prisoner considered for amnesty must meet all the following conditions: good behavior, no disciplinary violation, strict compliance with the regulation of the detention facility, and knowing how to prepare and overcome the consequences, having the intention to reform, committing not to affect the security and order when returning to the locality, striving to become useful citizens for the society. And when leaving the prison gates, it is hoped that they will know how to appreciate life, obey the law, not re-offend, and gradually build a better future. After returning to reintegrate into the community and integrate into life, try to comply with the provisions of the law as stated in the application for amnesty in the future. Determine not to commit crimes. For the number of prisoners serving sentences here who have not been granted amnesty, it is recommended that they trust in the policy and try to comply well. The joy of returning home is the result of efforts, a new opportunity for those who have made mistakes to continue the journey of living a good life, a life useful to the society. Amnesty is not only a forgiveness, but also belief in change and the desire to do good. And the delegation led by Mr. Bùi Trọng Bình, Vice Chairman of Tân Châu District People's Council, had just visited and congratulated the various establishments in the district on the occasion of the 2025 Buddha's birthday. The delegation visited An Lạc Pagoda of Tân Châu Town, Giác Lâm Pagoda of Tân Hiệp Commune, and Liên Trì Pagoda at Tân Hội Commune, and Văn Phước Pagoda of Tân Hà Commune. At the birth establishments, Mr. Bùi Trọng Bình, Vice Chairman of the District People Council, sent the best wishes to the dignitaries and all monks, nuns, and Buddhists to celebrate the Buddha's birthday joyfully, peacefully, and happily. At the same time, he acknowledged the positive contribution of Buddhism in the locality in the past time, especially in the social security work for the poor, actively participating in patriotic relation movements, and contributing with the local party committee and the government to well implement the economic, cultural, social, security, defense targets. And the Department of Education and Training requires the Office of Education and Training, junior high schools and high schools to proactively prepare for the 10th grade entrance exams for the 2025 and 2026 school year, ensuring the publicity, transparency, and fairness, contributing to improving the quality of enrollment.
Accordingly, junior high school will step up propaganda on key points such as admission subjects, enrollment quotas and locations, enrollment methods, registration process, direct reality and incentive admission regimes, time for admission and announcement of results. At the same time, guide teachers and students to review according to the structure of the 10th grade entrance exam issued by the Department of Education and Training in order to ensure the quality of review is close to the exam requirements, helping students confidently enter the exam. Thorough and comprehensive preparation from all subjects will contribute significantly to the success of the 10th grade entrance exam, ensuring the rise of students and improving the quality of input of high school in the province.
And implementing the project to rearrange commune-level administrative units in Thanh Hóa province, the number of commune-level administrative units has been reduced from 547 communes worst and towns to 166 communes and worst. This shows that many people were very interested in the name of the new administrative unit after the merger, and many people believe that naming new communes and words must preserve the pride in the homeland, the country, and the people after merger. This shows that many people are very interested in is the name of the new administrative unit after the mergers. Many people believe that naming the new communes and words must preserve the pride in the homeland, country, and people after the merger. In Rừng Thăm Word, Thanh Hóa City, to consulting the people, all opinions agree with the part in the state's policy on rearranging and merging communes and words to streamline their powers. Taking names after the place name preserve the traditional cultural values of places in Thanh Hóa City. Talking about Đông Sơn is associated with the bronze from culture, and the communes and words merged into the new Đông Sơn words basically belong to the communes and words of Đông Sơn before being merged into the city, so voters are very sympathetic. Thanh Hóa City has carefully researched and carefully named the new administrative units based on the traditional, historical and cultural factors of the locality, and preserving historical and cultural values through the names of administrative units is considered important, demonstrating the spirit of close to the people and respecting the people. The Standing Committee for Eliminating Temporary Houses and Dilapidated Houses in Bến Cầu District set a target of eliminating temporary houses in the area before April 30th. However, in reality, Bến Cầu District handed over the last house on March 14, completing the plan ahead of schedule. Bến Cầu District no longer had poor house on according to the Center Poverty Standards, and 3 near poor house on and 10 poor house ons according to the provincial poverty standard. And these 13 house ons are eligible for housing support from the district, of which 12 house ons have supported to build new houses. The district completed the handover of houses on March 14 of 2025. Its new solidarity house is built at the cost of 90 million Vietnam dong per house, and the total cost for the district to build and repair houses is more than 1 billion Vietnam dong, most of which comes from the socialized mobilization from philanthropists and businesses and the people contributing to the fund for the poor at all levels. And Vietnam could become the second largest economy in Southeast Asia after Indonesia and the 20th largest economy in the world by 2036 if the country significantly improves its policy implementation, especially in the areas that will be severely affected by automation and climate change.
This is the assessment recently made by the London-based Centre for Economics and Business Research, or CEBR, in a recent report. The report indicates that by 2021, Vietnam is estimated to have a capita GDP adjusted for purchasing power parity of more than $11,600. The report says Vietnam's economic growth story is nothing short of a miracle, with the innovative reforms of the mid-1980s, coupled with favorable global trends, helping the country grow rapidly and become a lower middle-class nation. To achieve its goal of becoming a high-income country by 2045, the report says Vietnam must grow at an average annual rate of around 5% per capita. In addition, Vietnam needs to significantly improve the effectiveness of policy implementation, especially in areas that will be severely affected by automation and climate change.
And ladies and gentlemen, not only famous for its lush green tea hills, colorful flower fields, and pleasant climate, on year-round. Mộc Châu Plateau of Songkhla province also attracts the tourists with its experiences associated with the local agriculture. In the summer, display enter the season of ripe fruit, from grapes, strawberries to raspberries, and bringing a unique opportunity for visitors to directly participate in picking fruits, enjoying the fresh agricultural products right in the garden, a form of agricultural tourism that is increasingly popular. Mộc Châu is one of the largest fruit-growing areas in Songkhla province, with a total area of over 10,000 hectares, and thanks to the diversity of four seasons of fruit, when coming to Mộc Châu, visitors can experience picking fruit all year round, with many options such as picking strawberry, grapes, raspberries, etc. In Mộc Châu, the air is very pleasant, cool and fresh. I feel like coming here. I feel closer to nature. Coming here to pick fruit in the garden makes me feel very interesting and happy. The fruit is very delicious also. I really like experience of picking fruits like this, and it is also the first time I have experienced a garden with many trees like this, which are raspberries. And from what I heard online, this garden has a lot of trees and many strange trees that I have not known about. I'm very excited. Aiming for the clean, sustainable agriculture, Mộc Châu farmers have employed good processes in production, at the same time applying modern scientific and technical advances and investing in greenhouse system, drip irrigation. From the needs of the green agricultural tourism according to the orientation of the country, the leaders and then the government towards customers for green tourism experiences. Bong Bong Farm was born from the needs of the customer from the lowlands coming here to travel, and therefore we developed Bong Bong Farm tourism. Professional agricultural tourism includes the check-in trees for taking photos and tour fruits at the farm. Visitors coming here can immerse themselves in nature, relax, etc. Agricultural products contribute to increasing the attractiveness of the tourism and promoting the smokeless industry of Mộc Châu to develop more and more. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.